Morning, everybody. Thank you for attending Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Florida Realty Impact Day. So just a couple of tips for an enjoyable webinar this morning. Have a pen and paper on hand to take notes, and use a speakerphone, earpiece, or Bluetooth headset so that you are hands-free. And if you have any technical difficulties, you can email our moderator today, Michelle Serrano, at bhhsfloridarealty.com, and she is happy to assist you. You can view your own control panel by clicking on the arrows in the upper right-hand section of your screen, and you can ask a question or type a question in the chat box, as Michelle will be monitoring those questions and chat remarks throughout today's presentation. For added convenience, you can listen to all of our webinars either through your computer speakers or through the conference call and phone number. If you are having difficulty hearing the webinar with your computer speakers, please simply call into the phone number listed in the control panel and enter the access code. So it's my pleasure to introduce you today, Elaine Glandon. She is our Regional Vice President of the Northwest and Central Region. So Elaine, it's all yours.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Impact Day. I'd like to introduce you first to our regional vice presidents. We are all responsible for the operations of our branch offices across the state. First is Bridget Hugh, who's responsible for our southwest offices from Marco Island through Cape Coral. Then myself, I'm responsible for West Coast offices from Northport, Venice through Sarasota, Sun City, Orlando, and I have a spot on the East Coast in Melbourne. Carol Hill, who is our Northeast Vice President, she's responsible for the East Coast offices in Palm Beach, Martin, St. Lucie, and Indian River counties. Then Pat Donnie, who is our Regional Vice President in the Southeast. She's responsible for the branch offices in Dade and Broward counties. And it certainly gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Ray Mesa, who is our President and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Florida Realty. He couldn't be with us today, but certainly take a look at his bio. Ray is responsible for managing all aspects of our company. And as you can see from his biography online here on the screen, Ray is very active in both the National Association of Realtors and the Florida Association of Realtors. And Ray recently has been named by the Swain-Poe Power 200 as one of North America's most powerful and influential residential real estate industry leaders. So during the weeks, you will always be receiving some very valuable emails from Ray about Florida and national real estate news that really keeps us informed about business trends. So please take time to read them. Knowledge is power. So our agenda today, our first speaker is Sharon Sapp. She is our Vice President of Business Development, Relocation, and Referrals, a very busy lady. She will discuss referral and relocation opportunities. And then we're going to have Stacy Benedict, who is our Vice President of E-commerce and Marketing. And she will also be doing our title presentation today, the Florida Title and Guarantee Agency title presentation. She's going to be sharing with you how our in-house title company will help make your closing smooth and successful. Also, Stacy is going to be sharing with us, after she does the title presentation, information on Berkshire Hathaway Florida Realty's technology and marketing tools to help grow your business. So we're very glad you've joined us. We have a lot of great information to share with you today, so please be ready to take some notes. I'll tell you some things about our company and the brand. Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Florida Realty is celebrating our 18th year in business this year. And last year, the company had a closed sales volume of $3.1 billion. That encompasses a total of 19,340 transaction sides closed, title policies issued, and leases executed. We are ranked #1 network affiliate in Florida for Berkshire Hathaway for sales volume and units in 2016. And we're also ranked among the top 10 network brokerage companies in the nationwide Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices network. Our company has over 40 locations across the state in 19 counties, from Orlando going south on both the east and west coast of Florida. As one of our over 1,800 sales professionals in the company, you can use any of our office locations during business hours. Our company is very diversified and positioned to assist home buyers and sellers from many different countries. 33 different languages are spoken from among our 1,800 sales professionals. If you frequently and fluently speak a foreign language, please be sure to let your managing broker know so we can add you to the list of multilingual agents. Now, our brand, Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices, is a national real estate brokerage network among the few organizations trusted to use the renowned Berkshire Hathaway name. And Warren Buffett is one of the most respected businessmen in the world, and the Berkshire Hathaway name makes our company part of the elite ranks of global brands. According to the Forbes Global 2000 list, Berkshire Hathaway is the 5th largest public company in the world, and the current price of the company's A-share stock is $249,786 per share. And I know all of us really wish we had bought those stock shares a while ago. We would be really rich. Berkshire Hathaway employs nearly 368,000 people and owns more than 61 companies, including Geico Insurance, Dairy Queen, Heinz Ketchup, Fruit of the Loom, NetJets, Steve's Candies, Pampered Chef, and Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices. Berkshire Hathaway has been recognized as one of the world's most respected companies by Barron's, which is a leading financial newspaper, achieving the #2 ranking in 2016. Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices is a real estate brokerage network built for a new era in residential real estate. Warren Buffett recently said, "You gain from the strengths of those around you." The brand is strong, discerning, genuine, and invokes trust and integrity with our customers. The Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices network has over 1,200 real estate offices in the 47 states with more than 42,000 agents. This map is a great visual that shows the strength of the company. This is a page you will want to use in your listing presentations. It's found on the Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Resource Center, which Stacy will tell you much more about in her marketing presentation this morning. Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices also does institutional advertising throughout the year, promoting the brand and brand name recognition. They have done luxury collection brand ads in the Friday Wall Street Journal Mansion section at various times during this year and throughout the last 2 years. Additional magazine brand ads are running this year in the DuPont Registry, the Robb Report, Unique Homes, and Berkshire Hathaway has its own luxury magazine called Prestige. This is a total circulation of 1,826,000 annually. Berkshire Hathaway Florida Realty also has a personal concierge service. This is a complimentary concierge service for your customers, buyers, sellers, tenants, at no cost to your customers or to you. This company will schedule and coordinate utilities like electric, gas, water, and give information and cost comparisons to the customers on cable TV services, movers, newspapers, phone service, and more in the new area that they're moving into. So this service will really help to make your customers move stress-free. Berkshire Hathaway Florida Realty has a partnership with Eagle Home Mortgage, who offers mortgage services for your buyers and sellers through your local loan officer who works with your branch office. Eagle Home Mortgage's team of loan officers is dedicated to finding the right lending program for your customers. The Sunshine Kids Foundation is a charity that is near and dear to our hearts as a company. It is supported by Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices real estate companies nationally. The Sunshine Kids is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping kids with cancer. They provide positive group activities free of charge for young cancer patients receiving treatments in hospitals in Florida and all across the United States. Berkshire Hathaway Florida Realty has raised over $3,370,000 for the Sunshine Kids since 2001. And we do fundraising events in each branch office, and we hope you will all participate. And now we'd like to get started with our next presentation.
Good morning, everyone. This is Sharon Sapp, and I'm Vice President of Relocation and Business Development. Thank you, Elaine, for the overview and the opening. And I'm here to give you a little information on how our relocation referral department works and how you can utilize it for outgoing referrals. First of all, who we are. We are a centralized relocation division for the entire company, all of our 40-plus offices. And we provide a service for you for outgoing referrals, which I will go into more detail on, and also show you how you can make some money with sending outgoing referrals, and hopefully answer any questions you might have in reference to referrals, how it works, and where we get our referrals from. This is my team. Nancy Webb is the E-Team manager. This is all the internet leads that come to our company through various sources other than the Prima agents, which you will know once you are a Prima agent, you get your leads from all of our sources, but Nancy handles the outside sources, and we have several third parties that send us leads. And she does manage a team, and if you're interested in that, being a part of that team, you need to speak to your branch manager, and then Nancy will go over the criteria for being part of that e-lead team. Sandy Dudley is our relocation and referral coordinator. She handles the incoming broker-to-broker referrals and placing your outgoing referrals across the country to our BHHS affiliates or other independent realtors. Monica McBride is a relocation coordinator, and between Monica and myself, we handle all the corporate relocation referrals. We belong to one of the largest referral networks in the world, which is the Berkshire Hathaway network, including any of the existing Prudential affiliates, that are still in the network. Our company and myself is a member of the Employee Relocation Council. And why is that important when you're selling our company? This organization works with major corporations and relocation companies to assist those corporations in moving their transferees. It's a resource center for corporations as well as us in the industry. I network with the major relocation companies, and when I go to meetings, it is an educational opportunity. And in order to receive corporate relocation, our company does need to be a member and participating in ERC. I also am a member of our Relocation Director Council. That is about 300 of my peer group around the country who do the same thing I do, and we all learn from one another, and we always share information so that we can do a better job for everyone at our companies. Now, we are a central source for the transaction. In other words, the incoming referral will come from a broker or a corporate client, and we process that referral. We have a referral tracking system called Relocation Specialist. Once the information is all put in the system, the branch manager will get a copy of that request for the referral, either a buyer or a listing, and the agent will then be chosen by the branch manager. We also have a link to our system, which I'll show you and that you can utilize. If you have an outgoing referral, if you're out on an appointment and need assistance in any city in the United States, you can fill out that form automatically, hit the button, hit submit, and it will come directly into Sandy's computer, and she can process the referral and follow up with you. We also have a forms program or a form available too if you don't have time to do the online link. We have that available. We don't want to miss getting your outgoing referral. All referral agreements must be signed by the relocation department. This is so, so important. If you get a call through your sphere of influence and it's a broker or agent who wants to send you a referral and they want to agree to whatever the referral fee is, that form really needs to be read and sent over here. I have saved agents from paying 50% of a referred side commission or paying on the total transaction. So in other words, if our company had the listing and you had the buyer, some of them try to say, well, we want a referral on the total commission earned by the company. So you have to read those referrals, and again, some of those forms don't have a whole lot of information, but everything has to come over here because we will be sending the check out to that cooperating broker, and we have to make sure they are licensed. We have a W-9 for their company, and that the actual broker of the company, not the agent, is signing off on that referral. Because as you see, all referrals are paid through the relocation department. We want to make sure there isn't a broker that goes unpaid and that we are legitimately paying who the broker is in the transaction. This is a map of Brookfield Residential Property Services. This is our third-party relocation company. They've now just changed their name to BGRS. They are an international company that assists corporations in moving folks all over the world. We also work with 22 other relocation companies, and their primary job is to assist an employee with a major corporation to relocate, but with us doing the listing side, marketing their home opportunity, and also the destination where they're headed to. So this is a large portion of our relocation business, and part of my job is to continue to network and make sure we have exceptional service with our relocation team, which I'll get into, so that we continue to get that business. It's all based on performance. We were fortunate enough to get the Spirit of Partnership Award for Group Moves. We had the Hertz Group Move several years ago, put this on the map, and this was with Brookfield Global Relocation. Again, just part of we publicize ourselves as being the top relocation broker in Florida. Several other awards. We were honored with a quality awards from Lexicon Relocation, and then also we have an award from Ayers Relocation. Now, broker-to-broker referrals and corporate relocation opportunities. Broker-to-broker referrals require that you be a prima agent. We want to make sure you have all the tools that once we give you a referral, you can follow up with that client, be it a listing or a buyer, and communicate with the customer, set them up with a drip campaign for new listings, and also we require you to be reporting. We have a program that will come out on a regular basis. It's our kind of our keep on top information. We want to report back to the broker who sent us the referral or our corporate client contact that sent us the referral on a regular basis. Again, this is all part of our performance and our experienced agents keeping up with the communication on what is happening with that buyer or seller. Very, very important part of the criteria of taking and handling referrals. And then again, through all the reporting and everything, we track the referral fees that are paid to the broker. Now, the other part of our relocation program is our corporate relocation, which requires you to have been in the business at least 5 years and have at least 10 closed transactions in a calendar year. This is for experienced agents. We have to make sure once we get that buyer or that listing that we convert them. You can get the relocation certification, and the modules are available online, and just check with your branch manager and we can get you set up if you do want to be participating in this program, and also to get the certifications. There's one for marketing assistance, which is for listings. There's one for destination services, and that's for buyers. And there's a performance expectation module that must be completed, whether you do the other two or not. That has to be completed as part of the certification. And then we track the closings, also the feedback from the transferee. There are surveys that go out, and this is what keeps us on top of our business and able to do the conversions. We do have to maintain a certain percentage of conversion in order to continue to get the corporate relocation business. And as I stated before, it's not only Brookfield that we work with. We have 22 other third-party relocation companies, and that is my job to continue to make sure they're aware of our service area, as well as the excellent team of agents that we have in our branch offices. Outgoing referrals. This is one of the great little tips that I hope you all keep going forward with, because after we do a impact day, agents realize, oh my goodness, I hadn't thought about this for a while. The outgoing referral can be a friend, a for sale by owner, past customer, your farm area, floor time traffic, or open houses. I know right now open houses are big, and if you are sitting open and someone walks in and they want to look and maybe buy that house or buy another property with you, but they have a home to sell up north or out west or whatever, right away that should trigger the fact, can I help you with getting your property sold, and get a very professional agent to come and meet with you. Right then and there, that's an outgoing referral. You collect all their information. You can do the link to send it in to Sandy, or you can fill out an outgoing referral form, which are available on the intranet. But any of you who have changed companies or joining us and are new to the business, you need to be letting everyone know that you're in the business and who you work for, your friends, your past customers, your past sphere of influence. If you have a farm area, you need to be reminding them that you can assist them with placing them as an outgoing referral. And floor time, if your office does have floor time, this is an excellent source as well. People call in, and just as quick questions, do you have to sell a home in order to purchase? And if it's yes, then you get all the information from them. I think open houses are probably the best way to lock in folks walking in, because obviously, I don't know, we don't see many people that are able to afford 2 homes, let alone 3, but they may have a second home that they decided they really don't want to have anymore up north, and they decided they want to live in Florida full time. So again, keep your options open, and I can assure you most of you are probably thinking, wow, I missed the opportunity to contact someone, but go back and do it. We have e-cards, we have all kinds of things for you to market yourself to these folks, and especially your past customers. You need to keep them on a regular flow of information and what's happening in the marketplace, that you never know from one day to the next if they or their neighbor or someone they know is ready to sell their home. So outgoing referral form, I went over that. It's on the internet, or you can use the link. And then we will give you status updates. We will send that out. You will know who and what company it's going to. If you wish to speak to the agent before they call your client, that is not a problem. You just let Sandy know on your note, and you can then talk to the agent. Many times if you have a listing and you want to send it out, you know a lot more about their needs and wants and their timeline. So we really encourage you to ask to speak to the agent that's going to be assigned to them, so that you all can build a rapport. And obviously once the home is sold, then we need to notify them that they're ready to go ahead and purchase. Again, it's all in the loop of communication, and most all of it's done by email. And then, like I said, we receive regular updates. You will get copied on those outgoing referral updates. This is the outgoing referral information link. It's a form, if you can see in that little box. Once you open it, you fill it in. If you have any challenges, you can always give us a call. But again, it will come into Sandy, and she will review it. And if she has any questions, she will call you and let you know that we received it. Now, show me the money. This is what people forget about, is that if you had a referral and it sold, they had a listing or a buyer, and you send it out, and it was a $250,000 sale, and you are at a 60% agent split with our company, you will receive a check for $1,057.50. Now, that's a nice little chunk of change to pay for your marketing or whatever else. But if you could do that once a month or every other month and have a closed outgoing referral, I think everybody would be really, really happy. Plus, we've also offered a service. It's not just the fact that we do collect a referral fee for your lead. It's the fact that you've completed a full service package for your seller or your buyer. Now, if you were on a 75% split with the company, that check would be $1,321.88. So we always mention this, and maybe keep it in your listing presentation or whatever. Think outgoing referrals. And even if you know someone who is renting and they want to move to any part of the state of Florida, we know we cover from Orlando west to Sarasota south to Marco Island, and then east to Melbourne south to Miami. We do a lot of inter-office referrals. So don't hesitate. If you have someone and you don't know who the broker is, you just call Sandy. We'll let you know if it's an office location that we have service, or anywhere else. We have great affiliates in the state of Florida and around the country. We really do want to support our BHH affiliates, and we know what kind of service your clients are going to receive when we are within the network. And we pretty much know all the relocation counselors and those companies. We've been working with them for years. And we want you to feel assured that you're going to get good service from that agent. So I think this is a great opportunity to think ahead and put that right on top of your notes. Think outgoing referrals. Here is my phone number and my email address if you're interested in more information on corporate relocation or broker-to-broker referrals. I have to tell you, the referrals go to your branch manager to be distributed. They have the list of agents that are corporate certified. Those are there also Prima agents. All referrals go to Prima agents. So if you have any questions, you can call me or email me or speak to your branch manager. Deb, are there any questions?
Actually, Michelle.
Oh, Michelle, are there any questions?
Hi, good morning, Sharon. That was very helpful. Thank you so much for sharing that information. At this time, we don't have any questions, but if we see anything later on in the presentation, we'll be sure to forward that over to you.
Okay, great, great. Thank you. I'm going to turn the rest of the presentation over to Stacy and get all your pens out in your notes, because this is jam-packed with all kinds of information. So, enter that right. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to Stacy.
Thank you, Sharon. I really appreciate that. Like Michelle said, all really good information, especially on the referral and the outgoing referral. Great reminders. So Florida Title and Guarantee Agency, they're our in-house title company. This is our sister company, and I just wanted to introduce you to their leadership team. Jeff Hall is the Vice President of Title Operations. Sherry Roll is the East Coast Regional Manager, and they are both based out of our Sunrise Sales Support Center here, where Sharon and myself and Michelle are located. Kelly Davis is the Southwest and Central Regional Manager for our title company, and they are a fabulous resource with years of experience behind their belt. So they've pretty much seen every title situation that comes about and knows how to handle it appropriately. Florida Title and Guarantee Agency is committed to superior customer service, and it's carried out through protocols for turnaround times, overcoming title impediments, multiple underwriter appeals, and proactive title processing. We have dedicated licensed title representatives for all of our sales support office, all of our sales branch offices, and you, our sales professionals. They are a transaction support and a resource for you. And if you're not sure who your title rep is, just ask your branch office manager or your branch office administrator, and they're happy to make that introduction. And our title company also offers a wonderful training and information to you, a lot of times directly in the branch offices, or regionally they offer training on hot topics such as TRID as one of them. Florida Title and Guarantee Agency, they also conduct face-to-face closings at all of our branch office locations or any other designated location that's most convenient for your customers. They have expertise in short sales and have key partnerships with law offices throughout the state. And they also have expertise in REO and HUD transactions, commercial closings, as well as construction closings. Detailed information for smooth sailing for buyers and sellers can be found on the title company's website, which I'll show you in just a minute. But one of the biggest benefits also to you as a sales professional is you get paid directly at closing, which is really nice. So this is what we call life of a file. This is a great demonstration to have and print out with you, take with you, have on your computers, have on your phones. And this is a really nice way to let your buyers and sellers know what happens once the contract is executed. So the closing process starts here, and it shows all of the things that from the title company side, what happens, and what happens from a mortgage side to get to closing. And this is just really, again, additional information to show your professionalism when working with our companies and our sister companies. The more information you can supply in the beginning to the title companies and the mortgage companies, the better. Contracts should have a clear legal description and the full name of the parties. And it's always best to attach a seller's existing title policy. There's an information sheet for every one of your transactions that can be provided, where you should have the list and the names on the deed, the marital status, the contact information, all of the addenda to the contract, and any other important information, such as, is it a mail away? Was there a recent death of a title holder? Are they using a power of attorney? Is the property held in a trust? And what is a cooperating broker's information? Any updates on closing changes, really let your mortgage and your title partner know as soon as possible so they can make the proper changes to get the property closed on time. FTGA's website is FloridaTitleandGuaranteeAgency.com. Again, there's such a wealth of information on there, as well as finding out who your local title rep is. There is a way to request a buyer's net sheet or a seller's net sheet, or you can do it online. You can place a title order. You can connect on their Facebook page. You can get the closing experience package, all on the title company's website. So Florida Title Guarantee Agency, they focus 90% of their time on solutions and only 10% of the time on problems. And they would love to be your title company of choice. So we encourage you to get to know your title partners. They are a valuable resource and will make sure that your transactions get to the closing table on time. So now I'm going to be talking about all of the e-commerce and marketing tools from a company and national standpoint. So Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices boasts a very strong multimedia marketing strategy. So The Berkshire Hathaway Home Services website is global. If you haven't seen it already, please go to BerkshireHathawayHS.com, as it features language currency and measurement translations for prospective buyers in the United States and abroad. Consumers may view domestic listings in 12 different languages for any market serviced by Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. So that's a kind of a differentiator from the Berkshire Hathaway national website to any other website. We not only translate our Berkshire Hathaway listings, but all of the IDX listings are translated as well. So if a buyer feels more comfortable in another language, they know that they can use our site as a valuable resource, and now it also translates in Korean and Russian as well. Again, the web address is BerkshireHathawayHS.com, and the multi-language is in the upper right-hand corner. And you, as a member of our company, appear on this website. So if you haven't done it already, go to the national website, type in your first name and last name, or just search for you as a customer would, and make sure that you're located in the right office, make sure that we have your photo, and make sure your contact information is correct. Consumers can also search by language. Elaine had mentioned that if you do fluently speak another language, make sure that language is in your profile, because you never know when somebody or a relocation department is looking for one of our realtors who speaks your language. Global listing exposure. This document is available on the on the Resource Center, and this is a great piece to share with you and have with you on a listing presentation. Our Berkshire Hathaway Home Services listings that are priced at $200,000 and above will also syndicate to over 70 websites in 37 countries among 5 continents. This is a great thing to share with your sellers. Hopefully, all of you are currently taking advantage of the Love Your Home sweepstakes. It's now going on through June 17th. We have a couple of more weeks left. If you haven't done so already, there's beautiful e-cards available that you can send to all of your contacts and encourage them to sign up for a chance to win a $50,000 grand prize through partnership with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services and HGTV. Not only is there a $50,000 grand prize, but every week someone has been winning a $2,500 prize as well. So again, we have a couple of weeks left. There's e-cards, there's postcards, there's door hangers, there's a reminder, there's a thanks for entering. So please reach out to your customers. Great reason to stay in touch with them. This is a 2017 media plan from Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. This, again, is something that's available on bhhsresource.com that should be included as part of your listing presentation materials. This shows what National will be doing in terms of broadcast, print, and digital marketing. So again, back to BerkshireHathawayHS.com, find you as a consumer would, and if you have active listings, you want to make sure that you have the View My Listings tab underneath your profile. And if you have social media, if you're linked up with social media such as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, your own YouTube channel, you have a blog, you have a Pinterest account, make sure those social media profiles are updated and included in your profile on bhhsresource.com, because they will appear on the national website. Great way for people to easily connect to you and your social media. So I can't stress the importance of checking out your profile and making sure if you do have active listings that you have that View My Listings tab, because that translates into a lot. Not only will your listings be connected correctly on the national website, but National also partners with Zillow. So we send all of our listings to Zillow as well, where you will be listed as the listing agent. Also, Zillow owns Trulia. So if your listing is on Berkshire Hathaway, it will also go to Zillow, and it will also go to Trulia. That's not all. We recently partnered with Jawai.com as well. Jawai.com is pretty much the Realtor.com of China. And this is where Chinese community of people search for international real estate. So now, and it started April 17th, all of our listings appear on Jawai.com. Let me repeat that. All of our residential for sale listings appear on Jawai.com. So again, there is a marketing piece available on bhhsresource.com. I encourage you to download that PDF and also include that as part of your marketing strategy when you're on a listing appointment. So I've talked about bhhsresource.com a lot. You want to make sure that you have your username and password to log into this site. This is pretty much the intranet for all of the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services affiliates nationwide. That means among those 1,200 offices in 47 states, all 42,000 of you have a BHHS Resource Center account. If you have any questions, pretty much for anything on the Resource Center, you can always contact the Affiliate Assistance Hotline at 855-422-9052. They're fabulous. They're available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to, I think, 9 p.m. They are so helpful anytime you call them. So let me show you, whenever you log into the Resource Center, there's a couple of things that you want to do. First, you want to make sure that your profile is set up. Remember how I suggested make sure your make sure your contact information is correct, your email address. You want to make sure to enter your social media profile links. All of that information is available in your profile, so you want to set that up. But Marketing Resource is where those e-cards are on not only the HGTV sweepstakes, but it is your one-stop online location for all of your marketing materials. It's fabulous, it's easy to use, and it also integrates with your MLS to quickly and easily create just listed, just sold, open house, e-cards, brochures, print brochures. There's even a monthly newsletter template that is available in Marketing Resource for you, where if you were looking for something to just send to your contacts every month on a regular basis, you can just go to Marketing Resource, click search for newsletter, and the most updated newsletter template is there and available, ready for you to send. There's also a mobile video app available in Marketing Resource as well. This is where you can easily create videos on your smartphone and link to Marketing Resource. What you first want to do when you log into Marketing Resource is click on the video creation, set up your Videolicious account. Once you have your account, you're going to get a link to download it in your email from your phone. Download the application and you're ready to go. You can quickly create personal promotion videos, market update videos, listing videos, whatever you want to do. Save it, upload it, and it would automatically appear in the Marketing Resource Center, where then you will be able to quickly and easily send a professionally created video e-card. Very cool. Back to the homepage. So a couple of other things I wanted to point out on the on bhhsresource.com homepage is a link to the commercial resource. So if you are one of our sales professionals that does do commercial real estate, you want to make sure that you have an account for the commercial resource. This will log you into a dashboard where you also want to create and update your profile, because your profile is what appears on the national website for commercial services through Berkshire Hathaway. So the website it appears on is bhhscre.com. If you have any current active commercial listings, you also want to add them in the property resource page so the property also appears on this national website. One of the other fantastic things about being part of our network is the Learn Center. The Learn Center resource is available from the resource links on the homepage, and this is where classes are available to you on a regular monthly basis on all kinds of topics that will help you grow your business, I guarantee. If you look on the June calendar, you'll see all of June's classes that are listed. There's a class on multimedia marketing, a Videolicious training, Luxury Understood. There's Snapchat. There is a pricing strategy class. If you commit yourself to looking at the calendar just maybe at the end of the month for the following month and commit to just 2 classes a month, and they're really about an hour long, I guarantee you by the end of the year it will have such a positive impact on your business. So back to the home page, there's also a link to Lead Resource. When you click on Lead Resource for our company, it's going to take you to our company version of Lead Resource. So Lead Resource is where you can manage any leads that come in from the national website, from the company website, you can manage right here in Lead Resource. Also underneath the Services tab, it has the links to all of our services that are available to you from a company standpoint, such as Form Simplicity, our title partner, our mortgage partner, our concierge service, Toolkit CMA, RPR, Papanote, ACE. All of our in-house services are available under the Services tab in one easy place for you to just click and connect to. First time you log into Lead Resource, just like all of the other portals, you want to make sure that you update your personal profile. Make sure your photo is there, make sure your contact information is in there, as well as your latest email address. So a couple of things you can do in Lead Resource is send a quick email. There's also an action plan manager where you can assign action plans that are pre-written, already done, available for you to use to automatically send and set up for your customers, whether they're buying a home, selling a home, maybe they're renting right now and not looking for a year or two, or you just closed and you want to keep them as a customer for life. All of those action plans are already done for you. You can use them, you can edit them, whatever you need. All of that is available in Action Plan Manager. There's quick, easy to use neighborhood reports if you happen to be going on a listing appointment or working with a buyer and they just want to know a little bit more about the neighborhood. That's in there as well. Back to the homepage of the Resource Center, there is a link on the left-hand side to benefits and discounts. So what you want to make sure that you do, if you don't have one already, make sure you're getting the discount. If you have a cell phone provider with AT&T or Verizon, I think Sprint's in there as well. Take advantage of those cost savings underneath the benefits and discounts area. Also, if you're looking to buy a new vehicle, there's partnerships with Ford and also Geico Insurance as a sister company where you can really save some money on what you use every day. Speaking of Geico, for all of the Home Services franchise affiliate members, we have a dedicated phone number and a dedicated link. So even if you're already a Geico customer, you may want to reach out to them on the number on the screen and just make sure you're getting the best and highest discount afforded to you as a Berkshire Hathaway affiliate member. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services boasts a strong social media footprint. So please, I encourage you to connect to Berkshire Hathaway social media from the national site, and all you do is connect by clicking on their social media icon on their homepage. Also, if you're not familiar with RPR, you definitely want to make sure that you set up your account in RPR and you also download the app on your smartphone. RPR is such a powerful way to get property reports and market reports about a specific property, a neighborhood, a wealth of information. If you are going on a listing appointment, make sure you include a report from RPR. If you're working with a buyer, same thing. Go to RPR. It will tell you an amazing amount of information. So it's one easy-to-use system. There's support available to you from the National Association of Realtors. Support is available to you on RPR 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So when it's convenient for you, make sure you set up your account, and then you want to download the app. We also integrate all of our broker tools and resources. So all of your reports are branded to Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Florida Realty with our sister company's information in it too. It's a very professional, impressive report that you can share with both your buyers and your sellers. Speaking of our preferred partners, if you have an opportunity, we're very selective of who we partner with. They have to have the highest standards in customer support and service, just as we do for our own company. Companies that we partner with are the Wall Street Journal, DuPont Registry, Express Docs, Service America, Amerispec, and VHT. So I talked about a lot from a national standpoint. Now I'm going to talk about some of our company initiatives for being Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Florida Realty. And I'm proud to introduce and share with you information on our luxury collection of Florida marketing materials. We offer a one-of-a-kind luxury home program that is 100% company paid. So if you are going on a listing opportunity and the property has to be in at least the top 10% of your marketplace, and we have minimum requirements in all of our service areas. So if you're not sure what that qualification is, you can ask your branch manager or just go on our intranet and all of the qualifications will be there. And the listing has to be at least a 6-month listing agreement and at least a 3% commission on the listing side. And that's pretty much it. And it can be included as part of our program. We print on a quarterly basis our own Luxury Collection of Florida magazine. It's 44 pages. It's beautifully done. Michelle Serrano is our own in-house luxury collection manager who puts together with our graphic designer the magazine on a quarterly basis. It's distributed in your offices, so I encourage you to take the magazine with you on your listing appointment so you can actually show the sellers in print how you're going to market their property. We also partner with the DuPont Registry, where we actually take our 44-page magazine and insert it directly into that quarterly edition of the DuPont Registry. And therefore, we get to take advantage of their international distribution network, which means on top of that, 80,000 copies are mailed or shipped directly to their subscribers, celebrities, executives, and sports figures. And we target international buyers in airports and airplanes. And you may have seen copies of the DuPont Registry sold in bookstores like Barnes & Noble as well. So it's such a powerful listing tool. And just as a reminder, additional copies of the magazine can be found in your office, and all of our luxury listings will be advertised for the life of the listing. We also provide additional exposure for our luxury properties on DuPontRegistry.com, DuPont Registry Digital Magazine, and our own Luxury Collection of Florida Digital Magazine, as well as the Wall Street Journal. We also pay for a virtual tour and a professional photographer to meet you at the property and take photographs of your property that you can use in your marketing and we can use in the magazine. All the virtual tours are linked on our website as well as the videos uploaded to YouTube. So please, next time you're on a listing appointment, top 10% of the marketplace, 6-month listing agreement, at least a 3% commission on the listing side, you can offer all of these services to your seller, and all of that is 100% company paid. I encourage you to take advantage of that. So let's continue to review some of our other technology and marketing tools. This is our company website, bhhsfloridarealty.com. So if you haven't done so already, I also encourage you to go to the company website and search for you just as a customer would, because you appear here with all of your listings. And you want to make sure, again, that you are, if you have active listings, that on your profile on our company site, that you have that View My Listings tab. So this demonstration is what we call Path of a Listing. And I encourage you to download this. This is available on the homepage of our intranet, but this is a great diagram of what happens to a listing after you enter it into the MLS. So it goes from the MLS to all of these websites and distribution places. And this is a great thing to share with your sellers to actually show them what type of international online marketing that you're going to provide to their property. Oh yeah, and we tweet all of our new listings too. We have, on our Twitter account, we get more followers because anytime we have a new listing and a virtual tour is created, we tweet about it. And we direct we direct buyers directly to you on your new listing on our on our Twitter channel. So again, back to the company site, agent search results, View My Listings. Make sure you have the View My Listings tab, all of your listings display, and all of our listings also syndicate to the wallstreetjournal.com. So that's a really nice thing to share with your sellers as well. And for properties that are listed at $1 million and above, we also partner with MansionGlobal.com. Mansion Global is Wall Street Journal's premier luxury website. It's beautifully designed and done, and all of our listings, $1 million and above, appear here with you as a contact. We also send a direct data feed of all of our listings to wikirealty.com. If you're not familiar with Wiki Realty, I highly encourage you to set up your free online profile with Wiki Realty, claim your listings, and start blogging about what's happening around your listing, because it provides hyper-local content which buyers love and Google loves, because it's more than what the data in just a data feed can provide. You as a realtor knows that market, knows that community better than anybody, and Wiki Realty gives you a platform in order to share that information. Maybe there's a new shopping center that's going up. Maybe there's a festival going on near your new listing. Things like that. Buyers really enjoy that type of information, and you can do that on wikirealty.com. We also send a direct data feed to the international MLS. The web address for that is theimls.com, and you can tell your sellers that not only will you put their listing in the local MLS, but it will also appear on the international MLS. Let's talk about Prima. Prima is our premier platinum real estate internet mobile marketing advantage. It's a marketing strategy that's all in one package. When you're part of Prima, you have all of these benefits and services to you. Sharon had briefly mentioned Prima, but just to go into some detail of what Prima is, it is a responsive design website. It has a contact manager. You get all the benefits from Realtor.com. There's new construction inventory that's automatically updated with you as the contact. Website for every listing, market trend reports, listing notifications, lead notifications, Florida property search, customizable. There's free training and support. There's a video resource center, 5-street lead response system, and syndication on over 1,000 websites with you as the contact. So another benefit is that we create a unique website for every one of our listings. So all you need to do is, when you take a new listing, you can find it quickly and easily at dhhsfloridarealty.com/MLS number. As a Prima agent, you can do the same on your own website. So it would just be your website.com/MLS number. And this is what it looks like. There's action items where you can share this listing directly on your social media. And I would encourage your sellers to do the same. Direct them to their specific link on your website and ask them to share it with all of their friends on their social media. Your contact information displays, there's property details, market snapshot, community information, trends, multiple photos, schedule of showing, all of this information. So if I were you, I would show this while you're on a listing appointment, because it's really nice to the seller can see exactly why you have this service, why it's set up, and how buyer-friendly it is to get the information that they're looking for. As a Prima agent also, customers can search all of the IDX properties with you as the contact. So wherever they're looking, whatever property, no matter what brokerage it is, you are the contact on your website. So you can confidently give your buyers and your sellers a link to your website. They can stay up to date with other properties that may be coming on for sale around their listing, or as a buyer, they can get notifications of new listings that match their criteria. Also included in your Prima package is the Advantage Pro, where you are listed as at the top of all of your listings on Realtor.com. Realtor.com is still the #1 source for the best real estate leads in the industry. So on Realtor.com, as a Prima agent, you are the direct lead source. Anytime a lead comes in, it goes directly to you through your 5-street as well. On your Prima site, there's a video resource center, which also has a monthly newsletter component. Your visitors to your website can quickly sign up and subscribe to your monthly newsletter. It's called Home Matters. If you haven't done it already, I encourage you to do the same on your Prima website so you can see what your customers would see every month, professionally written by the writers at RIS Media. And it's called Home Matters, and it's just a great way for you to stay in touch with your customers. If you haven't done it already, you can sign up for Prima Pro today. It's $99 a month. We hope you take advantage of our Prima Advantage. It's pretty much ready to go out of the box within 7 days of us receiving your application. And also it now includes 5 Street, which is an auto lead response system. It is awesome. So training is open to all of our sales professionals. If you have any questions, please let us know. All of our Prima information can be found on our intranet at floridarealtyintranet.com. I had mentioned bhhsresource.com, which is the intranet for all of the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services affiliates nationwide. Remember all those 42,000 of you? However, we have our own intranet specifically for Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Florida Realty sales professionals, and that's available at floridarealtyintranet.com. There's a Prima info button specifically that has all of the benefits and information about Prima. You can get to our intranet one of 2 ways. You can go directly to the link at floridarealtyintranet.com, or simply go to our website, bhhsfloridarealty.com, scroll to the bottom, and click on the Intranet tab. The company username for our intranet is simply Florida Realty, but the company password is specific to your branch office. It's your 75 number for your branch office, like 7525, 7529, 7533, whatever that number is for your office. If you don't know it, ask your manager or your administrator, branch office administrator, and they're happy to provide that number to you. It is also mobile enabled, so if you happen to be on your smartphone and need a document, you can easily access it that way. We have a lot of marketing materials on there, logos, our home selling proposal, available in a flip book for you at floridarealtylistingbook.com. There's all of our luxury collection of Florida marketing materials with the qualifications and minimum price points that's available on our intranet. And again, this is Michelle Serrano, our luxury collection of Florida manager. She is here with me in the Sunrise Sales Support Center. She's available Monday through Friday, and that is her contact information. If you have any questions about the luxury collection program, Michelle is happy to answer all of your questions and is available to you. We also have a link to all of our preferred service partners. We have a lot of them, including Express Docs. We love Express Docs on-demand print marketing service. Their quality, their design, their prices, their service is outstanding. They are on, again, we're very selective of who we partner with and who we recommend. We encourage you, if you're looking for a print demand, if you're looking to send out a just listed, just sold postcard, need a brochure, you can use Express Docs for that platform. They also have mobile ads that are available, and it's just a great way to professionally represent your business. You can go to expressdocs.com/BHHS Florida Realty BHHS Florida Realty and access the Express Docs site. We also partner with Toolkit CMA. So if you're looking for a different CMA program other than what's available to you in the MLS, we make sure that all of our marketing materials are incorporated on Toolkit CMA. It's easy to use, it's very cost effective, and it kind of differentiates you when you're on a listing appointment from your competition, because everybody in your MLS has that same CMA capability, but if you have Toolkit CMA, you can create really professionally done, that look great on an iPad as well, a marketing report for buyers, sellers. There's flyers, there's presentations on there. If you just link to the Toolkit CMA link from Lead Resource Services tab, you can learn all about it, see a demo. If you want to sign up, we do have preferred rates. It's $100 a year for unlimited use, and we prorate it depending on what month you sign up. So I think if you sign up now, it's like $68 from now until the end of the year for unlimited use. Again, we partner with Service America. We encourage you to also make sure you share this information with your buyers and your sellers whenever you're working with them, whether they're selling their home or looking to purchase a home. It's a great way and a great service to provide. So one of our other preferred partners is Visual Tour, which is now Paradigm. So we partner with Paradigm. Every night we give them a data feed of all of our listings. So if you enter a listing into the MLS and you put at least 6 photos in the MLS, we will automatically create a visual tour for that property and email you that information. There's no extra work for you that is needed. Price and status changes are updated on your tours automatically. You can log into your Paradigm account at any time, edit or enhance your tours. You can add unlimited photos. You can now even add up to a 90-second video in all of your tours if you wanted to. You can use your Paradigm account for however you want to use it. Your listings are automatically done. If you have 6 photos, we will automatically send a video to YouTube from. We will tweet about your new listing that directs people back to your Paradigm account and your virtual tour. But you can also use this account for so much more. You can use it for a farm area tour if you wanted to do that, a market area, buyer tour. Maybe you're working with an out-of-town buyer and want to send them a tour of the community. Your Paradigm Visual Tour account is the quick and easy professional way to do this. There's also an app that's available, so once you have your login information for your Paradigm account, you can download the app. It's free for all of our sales professionals. We encourage you to use it. You have unlimited use. Their training and support is second to none. They are available to you with any questions that you have and are happy to assist you in setting up your account. We also offer PapaNote for all of our sales professionals. PapaNote is just a conversational marketing tool. It's a quick, easy way and a drip email marketing system to build relationships. You can stay in touch with fun and interesting facts that are professionally written, fully editable, and you can pick either pop culture or real estate tips. You can set them to send automatically to your contacts, or you can manually send them to your contacts, whatever is your preference. And those emails direct people back to your news hub where they can get additional information and engagement. And the company pays for up to 50 of your contacts. So if you are interested in a PapaNote account, just let us know. We'll get you set up, and it's a quick, easy way to stay in touch. We also offer Form Simplicity Ultimate Edition for all of our sales professionals. There's no extra charge for you. There's unlimited e-signing, unlimited transaction storage, and you can find the Form Simplicity account at forms.floridarealtors.org. The importance of email. We have a lot of our sales professionals. The only way we can stay in touch with all of you is pretty much via email. So please make sure your administrator and your branch office manager have your current email address. Make sure you're receiving our emails. And Elaine had mentioned that you'll receive real estate industry company and national real estate related news and information from Ray on a regular basis. Every day you should be receiving daily news from Ray. If you're not, let us know. We'll make sure that you're getting set up. And please make sure that, again, your branch office manager, branch office administrator has your latest and greatest email address. This is what that daily news looks like. We partner with RIS Media, which is the leader in real estate information network, and it is just our daily news. It lets you stay on top and aware of everything that's happening within the real estate industry on a daily basis. So you are the professional that has the knowledge and the power to provide the services that you need for your customers. We have a lot of information and marketing resources that are available to you from a company standpoint. And you can find all of this at floridarealtymarketing.com. It has lists not only of everything that we covered today, but also about a link to all of our helpful links and service partners directly. It's a great resource for you to have. We also, speaking of great resources, have Deborah Deem, who is our e-commerce and marketing manager here in our sales support center as well. She's available Monday through Friday. There's her email address and her phone number. So if you have any questions of anything that we went over today, you can contact Deborah directly, ask your branch manager, branch office administrator, or this is also a very helpful document that is available on the homepage of our intranet. It has all of our partners' help information from Prima, Toolkit, Florida Realtors, Claris Market Metrics, our intranet, 5 Street, Realtor.com, VHT, Express Docs, Paradigm, all in one place. I suggest you have this on your computer, you print it out, have it with you wherever you are, and it's a great way to get the help quickly that you need. Again, welcome to our company. We're glad you're here. We actually finished up fairly quickly. Michelle, I'm looking, I don't see any questions. in our chat box today. But my name is Stacey Benedict. I'm available as a resource for you as well. Thank you for participating in Impact Day today. We're here for you. We're glad you're here. And please stay productive and stay positive.